Today on the menu, we have beef and shrimp fried rice with jerk chicken. Yum. So for the fried rice, we will need some shrimps. I love to have shrimps in my fried rice. You don't have to have shrimps, but if you do, I mean, it gives it a great taste. I love seafood fried rice. So I have my shrimps washed and the skin off. It's already deveined. That's how I bought it. And then for my seasonings, I'm gonna add some Creole seasoning, which I absolutely love. I either use Creole seasoning or seasoned salt. I love those two. I don't necessarily cook with actual salt. I like to use the seasoned salt. So I have some ginger and some Creole seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit just to get our shrimp tasting great. I love tasty food. I cannot have blunt, excuse me. I cannot have blunt food. My food has to have some good taste to it, okay? Excuse me, I don't know what that is. Ooh, probably the Creole seasoning. But I'm gonna season this and put it aside. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. We're gonna season this and just put it aside. We want to marinate it for a little bit. You can leave it outside. You can put it into the refrigerator. Don't make the cooking process complicated for yourself. Keep it simple. Enjoy the process, okay? So I'll just leave this on the side. We'll keep it there to marinate until we're ready to do our fried rice, okay? Okay, so in our pressure cooker, I have the beef going. I have released all the pressure. I'm gonna open this up. Oh my God, look at that deliciousness. Look at that. Just 12 minutes in the pressure cooker. This is what we're going to add to our fried rice. We're gonna have some beef and shrimp fried rice, okay? And this sauce, I sauteed this or cooked this with just a little bit of water. I'll say maybe half a cup of water, some onions, just chop it up, whichever way works for you. You just want the flavor. And then I put in my beef, seasoned it with some Creole seasoning and some ginger. Again, I keep my spices very simple. Creole seasoning, ginger for 12 minutes in the pressure cooker, and we have this beauty. So what makes my fried rice is I use the same stock that I get from my beef, and I cook my rice in that stock, okay? So it gives it a very flavorful taste, and the taste is not just coming from the soy sauce, okay? So I have my rice. I'm gonna wash a little bit of rice and just throw it into this stock, and we should be on our way. We're gonna, and guys, my husband and I and the kids, my son, we love rice. And as you can see, we are out of rice. That's not good. No, we do have another container of rice, but I'm gonna just wash this a little bit. It's Jasmine rice. We don't want to wash all the perfume out of it, but we will give it a good wash and throw it into our stock. We'll take the beef out first, okay? So now that our beef is completely cooked, we're going to throw our rice in here. And remember, I like to cook the rice in the stock because it gives it that additional, just amazing flavor. And you don't have to get all of your flavor from the, what do you call it? From the soy sauce, okay? Now that we have all of our rice in here, I'm gonna throw in some soy sauce. And you know what that does? It gives it that brown look. My husband always says, why does the rice look so brown when it's cooked? Well, that's the secret. So again, you're not trying to get all that flavor. I'm gonna add a little water in here. You're not getting all that flavor just from the soy sauce. It's already cooked in the rice. That's delicious. It's already cooked in the rice. And you don't have to kind of try to get it out of the, yeah, that's perfect. So we're gonna let this cook, we're gonna let this cook for 10 minutes. And again, it's a pressure cooker. 10 minutes, you should be ready to go, okay? We'll set it at cooking some rice. Let's clear this rice. 10 minutes, good to go. So the next thing we're going to do is saute our beef a little bit, okay? And then we'll fry our shrimps. This is all prepping for the fried rice. So let's get our oil a little heated up. And then we will transfer our beef into the oil. I have cubed up the beef, so I've cut it into cubes. And we're just going to lightly fry it, okay? Gonna let that fry a little bit. So our beef is ready. I mean, you can brown it as much as you want. I just like this brownness. I don't like it to be burned. You know, I have on braces, so I find it really hard to chew anything that's like extremely hard. So I need to be able to chew on my meat so I don't make it too hard. And if you fry it too hard, it's just gonna make the eating experience a lot harder than it should be, right? So we don't want that. The next thing on our list, and this is all prepping for your fried rice, right? Our rice is ready at this point, and I'll show you the rest of the ingredients. But we are prepping for our fried rice. So that's your beef, and then we're going to saute the shrimp. Remember, we seasoned this earlier on, okay? I like to layer these one at a time just so the seasoning kind of stays coated on it. I don't want to throw everything in there and lose the coating of the Creole seasoning and the ginger that I added on. Look at that. Just look at that deliciousness. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get the rest in here and just finish up again. Layer it one at a time so you don't need a lot of oil. Just now look at that rice. Oh my goodness. Look at that color. You see what the stock and putting in the soy sauce Ellie does? And you don't want your rice to be too soft, right? Because you're making fried rice. So this is just perfect. Just perfect, okay? We'll take it out and let it cool down a little bit. Just perfect. You see that? Perfection. Perfection. We have prepped a lot of the things that we need for our fried rice. We are down to just mixing it up and then eating. We have our frozen veggies. You can grab this from the store. We have 5 eggs and we have some spring onions, okay? Again, I'm gonna add some Creole seasoning. I like to season my food when I'm cooking it, not when it's done. So we're gonna have that in here. We're gonna cook the egg first, okay? And then assemble everything else, okay? Again, don't make the cooking process too complicated. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. So we have our egg frying. Just let it cook. Don't play around too much. So at this point, we're just going to assemble all of our food, okay? I like everything well done. I do not like any liquid in my eggs. So we're gonna fry this until it is well done. You can start chopping it up once it kind of hardens up. And chop it up to the size that you want. If you want it chunky in your fried rice, then do exactly that, okay? This, again, cooking is really what you want it to be. Don't get too complicated. That's how I learned how to cook. Learn the recipes, then make them yours, okay? That's why you can have multiple people cook the same dish and it tastes different because everybody kind of tailored it to their taste, their expectation. So don't go too crazy. So this is all done. We're gonna pour this into a bowl and move on with our mixing. Okay, I'm gonna go grab another spoon. I prefer the wooden spoon, so I'm gonna go get that, and we will get moving here. Let's get started with the assembling. Little bit of oil. Add in your spring onions. Let that simmer. Let it fry. Don't let it fry too much because you don't want all your veggies to be mushy, right? You want it to be fresh and beautiful in there. You can actually eat these the way they are, so you don't have to cook it too much. Look at that green. Just beautiful. Let it cook a little more. Just a little more. I mean, a minute on this should be perfect. Okay. And then we're going to add our rice. Throw it all in there. Throw it in there and stir. Whoops, we are losing some rice here, but we good. Don't have a lot of rice in here. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Still have a bit. Oops, a little bit of rice in my pot. Then I get all of that in. A lot of people love my cooking and they are always asking for recipes. And I figured with all the time that we have at home, I can kind of get some of these to you guys. Okay, so can you tell how you already have all the browning? You don't need your soy sauce to do that because you've already browned your rice, which is just perfect. The next thing we're gonna throw in here are our veggies, okay? And these can be frozen. You don't have to defrost it. Just, man, for you guys who do YouTube, I have a lot of respect for you because I don't know how you do the filming and the cooking. But I'm telling you, whenever you start doing something, you kind of have an appreciation for the people that are already in it because it's not easy. Buddy, can you please give baby her passy? Look at that, people. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to let that simmer a little bit, okay? And then we'll throw in our eggs and our meat. But look at that beauty. Look at this. Oh, delicious. Okay, now we're going to throw everything else in, okay? Baby girl doesn't want mama to leave her. But Okay, and you just stir everything. Make sure the meat is, there you have it. And this is the fried rice that I make. We paired this fried rice with some jerk chicken. I'll be sharing that recipe in another video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and be safe.